2 weeks ago, a week ago this weekend, 2 weeks ago this weekend, I was in Washington, D.C. doing a concert just outside of Washington, and I had the occasion to go by the Cellar Door, one of my favorite clubs in the country, and Jimmy Smith, a great jazz pianist, was supposed to be playing there, but he'd hurt his hand on a guitar string. No, he hurt his hand on a car door slammed on it or something like that. So they brought somebody down that I haven't seen or heard of in about 5 years, about 4 years, I guess. And this gentleman is as much as anybody else, and probably more than any other individual, is responsible for the great rise in folk music that happened about 10 years ago, and his name is Bob Gibson. And this is a group of songs that were put together by Bob Gibson, a couple of which he wrote, and then a couple of others that he brought in to make up what he called the Civil War Trilogy. And this is, I think, one of the loveliest comments I've ever heard on the Civil War, and probably one of the strongest comments in the world against war. I'd like to do it for you. They sound such a wonder. A young soldier lad marches off with his gun and his bangles and spangles and bright golden buttons, bright golden buttons that shine in the sun. The cannon are screaming, or is it my dreaming? Young men will stumble and fall in the dust. Your dreams turn to crying, and life turns to dying, and bright golden buttons have all turned to rust. Boom, 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 boom. 12 riders in the gloom. 7 show red and the rest are dead, but the 1st battalion's home. Boom, 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 boom. You can hear the hoofbeats boom. The drums are low and the pace is slow, but the 1st battalion's home. Boom, 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 boom. And Richmond is their tomb. There's 100 dead at Richmond, 300 more at Gettysburg, 100 more they never found, but the 1st battalion's home. There's a battle raging somewhere, and its thunder shakes the ground. Terrible silence when it's over, only death makes such a sound. And I see, oh yes I see, on the last day of July. Oh yes I see, oh yes I see, on the last day of July. What's that moving in the shadow? What is this that's drawing nigh? It's a reaper, moving silent. Must be someone's turn to die. And I see, oh yes I see, on the last day brothers on their way. Two brothers on their way. Two brothers on their way. One wore blue, one wore gray. One wore blue and one wore gray. As they marched along their way, the fife and drum began to play, all on a beautiful morning. One was gentle, one was kind. One was gentle, one was kind. One came home, one stayed behind. Cannonball, don't pay no mind. Cannonball, don't pay no mind. Though you're gentle or you're kind, it don't care for the folks behind, all on a beautiful morning. Two girls waiting by the railroad track. Two girls waiting by the railroad track for their darlings to come back. One wore blue, one wore black. One wore blue and one wore black, waiting by the railroad track for their darlings to come back, all on a beautiful and Richmond is their tomb. There's 100 dead at Richmond, 100 more at Gettysburg, 100 more they never found, 100 more they never found on the 1st Battalion.